Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another YouTube video with your boy Pollux the Wise. I hope you guys are doing absolutely frogging splendid, taking care of yourselves, and as always, are staying safe. Today's episode, we are back with another part of Gods of Defense. We're going to be playing through the next level and seeing if we can take down the enemies that we've encountered thus far. Now, I would just like to point out that, again, like I said in the previous episode, I was kind of hoping that we would get some extra rewards for these different areas right here: toil, inspiration, knowledge, and wisdom. However, unfortunately, I have not seemed to have unlocked any of that yet, but hopefully we will come across it at some point soon. So without further ado, ladies and gents, let's go on to murky business and just see how things go. So we've got 4 times the normal corruption and persistent fog throughout the battle. And then we also have an enemy category called all. So I'm assuming that means all enemy types. We'll see. But the starting towers, at least, were given the monks and the founts, so we can combat the corruption with no issues. And we do have a pretty decent lineup of towers that are, relatively speaking, pretty cheap to put down at the beginning. So let's go ahead and just get started. And with any luck here, the enemy density won't be too much of an issue. Also, I don't know if you guys remember this, but from the last time that we were playing, we also managed to unlock the quarry, which allows us to mine for materials to repair our temple should it happen to leak any lives. So that's really nice. And on top of that, we can also get the pyro tower, we can get the mint, and if we really wanted to, we could go for something like, say, I don't know, either the mortar or the bazooka. Either one of the two is going to be really good here. The problem is, unfortunately, because of the corruption being at ×4, and with the environmental fog being a factor, I don't even know if it's worth it to go for these. So, do we try out the new quarry? I don't know. Let's just give it a shot and see what happens. As per usual, 2 starting entrances. We'll see how this goes. This is not going to be pleasant. That's all I'm going to say. But here we go. A lot, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot of different spirit wells around the map here at the start here, ladies and gents. So this is good. This means we're going to be able to get up a ton of mana at the very beginning of the match. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and take full advantage of that, because why the heck not? Now, early game is going to be a bit tight, because we got to be able to beat these enemies as quickly as possible. And yeah, already we're kind of struggling here on the very first wave. Also, is there new music? Because I don't know how easy it is to hear or not hear, but it does seem like there's like a new OST or something, which is kind of curious, but not that I'm complaining. I think it sounds pretty good. I like the little violin. Yeah, no, there definitely is like some new violin stuff going on over here. Very cool, very cool. Oh, shoot, I forgot to put down this. Come on, monks, I need you to combat corruption. Okay, that could have gone a lot worse. And you know what? Normally I would go for bazookas, but you know what? No damage to the temple the next wave just sounds like a good fit here. Only because the track length on one end is so short, we really don't have that much time to react. And here we go. On to the next wave. Let's go ahead and see what we got going on here. I'm actually going to try and keep towers somewhat away from the edge of the path, simply because of the amount of corruption that we're going to be facing off against. And to that end, yeah, we're going to try and set these, at least the later pyro towers, at least, further and further offset. And in fact, I might just upgrade the range on these things. Make it so that they can see further away, hit from further away. And then that way, hopefully, they don't have to be as close to the rest of the path. This one's already got pretty good coverage. So let's go ahead and see which direction is going to be expanding the most, the quickest. Kind of seems like right now we are holding the line. The enemies aren't particularly fast by any means, although we could put down quagmires if we really, really want to. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and get some more mints down. And so far, so good. We seem to be doing very well. Oh, you know what? Quagmires. If the enemy ever gets to be too much of an issue, ladies and gents, just put down some quagmires. These things are great. And here we go. We have queries. Let's go ahead and try these guys out. See what they do. And do they generate matter? as promised. Yeah, this is the matter. Okay. So yes, the matter is being used. Or generated, I should say, excuse me. And yeah, you can see there a lot of enemies getting very close to the temple, despite our best efforts. I think we're going to need to put down some quagmires here very shortly, ladies and gents. So let's go ahead and do that. Actually, to that end, I'm going to sell this pyro tower. I know this is kind of cursed, but let's go ahead and actually put down a couple of these and maybe even max them out too. It just seems like a good idea right now. I'm going to go ahead and put this pyro tower back here. We're going to go ahead and try and upgrade its range as we go along. Because, yeah, if we can get these guys in, like, a quagmire and then just kind of obliterate them with the temple ability, that's really going to help. Actually, I just realized the temple god tier ability has really good synergy with the quagmire because of the fact that it slows down enemies. It buys you time to react to the oncoming swarms. So here we go. Recover 3 temple health. We don't really need to do that. Now, I wonder, because of the dense enemy groups, I know Mortar's going to kind of miss 50% of its AoE. However, given the enemy density and the fact that we kind of need to rely on towers that are further away from the path, I'm still considering this a viable tower to use for this level, only because, you know, I don't really want to rely on just pyro spam to get the job done. And how are things looking over on the other side? A little difficult to tell, but so far the one quagmire we put down on the right is holding very nicely. And the left side, yeah, those mortars are putting in work. Oh yeah, very happy that I added those as part of the defense, because holy crap, they are making all the world of difference right now. You know what, this pyro tower is still, unfortunately, just a little wee too close for my taste. Let's just go ahead and focus on upgrading the range on these. Just make it so that they have a much easier time with, you know, attacking enemies from a distance, etc., etc. Now the question is, do we get a third quagmire tower? And I really don't know if these stack. I forgot to ask that in the Discord server, which, by the way, if you guys are playing this game for yourselves for the first time, or just in general, and you guys have any questions, there is a Discord server. The link is, I believe, somewhere at the startup screen menu for the game itself, when you just enter it first on Steam. But if you guys want to join that, you have any questions, feel free to join the server, ask those guys there. Or feel free to join my Discord server. I also have one. It's obviously not obligatory, but, you know, just throwing that out there. And the queries. How are the queries doing? They've been making us a decent amount of matter, but I really don't know how you use the gold and the other stuff to, like, what's the word I'm looking for here? I don't know how you use it to repair the temple. I mean, admittedly, we haven't lost a life yet, thankfully, but the corruption is definitely starting to creep up there. Thank God we got more monks, because, yeah, I think the further we go into this, the more of an issue we're going to start running across with that. Okay, +2 ranged all quagmire, or 6 free pyro. You know, I gotta take the 6 free pyro, I'm sorry. Just too terribly good to pass up. Now, considering that there's 2 exits, or entrances, I should say, excuse me, over here, I'm actually going to go ahead and put these free pyro towers down, just kind of along this little peninsula over here. I know this looks like a super, super weird setup, but the reason I'm putting them here is because gradually their range will increase to be able to cover both paths, as well as hopefully, let me just check something here. Yes. So yeah, the range on all of these will upgrade to be able to hit this little choke point over here. And if we really, really need to, we could go for another quagmire right here, although honestly we've got plenty of slowing in this area, so let's just go ahead and focus on generating more mana. There we go. And so far so good. We've actually done really, really well, considering the fact that, I mean, these enemies have very fast movement speed. And dang, yeah, the corruption is definitely getting up there. Holy crap. Okay, yeah, enemies were kind of starting to leak through a little bit over on the left side of things. I might just sell one of these pyro towers and put down another quagmire, just to keep enemies slowed at all times. I also wonder if maybe just this side might just need some more defense, but I don't want to invest too heavily into this area just to find out that one of the entrances is going to result in it just kind of going to waste. So we'll see if we can get away with just not needing to do anything there. Question is, how are we doing on corruption? That's the big thing right now that I'm mostly worried about. Not a lot of gold as well. We got to be kind of conservative because we're already down to 70% of the normal enemy income. And it's only wave 9 going into wave 10. So I am a little concerned for the latter waves. And to that end, we'll be trying to save as much gold as I possibly can. It's going to really suck if the other two exits close. I keep calling them exits. They're entrances. The enemy entrances, the spawn entrances. If the two on the right side of this area or this map close, leaving us with just the one on the left, because this is where all 6 of our free pyro towers are. But I am curious. I mean, we still sell these things and we get something in return for them, at least. So that's kind of good. And so far... Wow, that corruption. Look at that, just absolutely skyrocketing and then going right back down. Dang. And the fact that the Quagmires are doing such a great job just keeping everybody bottlenecked in these specific choke points is just kind of unbelievable. It doesn't feel like we have many defenses on either side, and yet we are still holding off just fine, which is great news. Going into wave 11 here. I envision this is probably going to be the first entrance to go. Over here on the right. Maybe the one on the left. We'll see. But yeah, oh boy. Good thing I put these mortars back here. They're still getting affected by the corruption, unfortunately. And I think that's... I don't know if the ×4 corruption is just simply the amount of corruption that enemies carry, or if it has to do with, like, how wide they can spread their effect. Because as of right now, it's a little difficult to tell. Also... Yeah, what the hell? We've literally just been doing fine. Just what? Earn 2 times faith during the next wave? Yeah, you know what? Sure, let's go ahead and do that. Ah, okay, interesting. I would have thought that this entrance or exit here had a chance to go away, but sadly no. Also, dang, look at those enemies. They really are just doing their best to get super far into the position. Now, if we have an opportunity to, we will go ahead and put down some of these mints, which I think we do safely. Come on. Please don't leak any enemies. I'm going to be really sad if we do. Okay. Trying to spam click and I accidentally put some of these mints down in the wrong place. Okay, cool stuff. And holy crap, yeah, wow. Now we've got even more gold spots to work with, which is always good. I like that. It's an added bonus. Whenever we're able to get some extra income. Kind of wish that we could remove these spirit wells, or at least move where they are. I think something that this game would tremendously benefit from would be something like a level editor, where you can kind of customize and build your own levels. Now, maybe I'm speaking too soon. Maybe that's like a feature that you can unlock at the end of the game. I don't know. We'll see. But so far, so good. No boss entrances yet, though, unfortunately. Range to Pyro, yeah, we got nothing here that we can really upgrade, so whatever. And wow, yeah. Now these enemies are starting to just go absolute burr light speed. Which is just absurd. Dang. Okay, uh-oh. Now, the temple did just take a hit. So, let me see something here. If we go to Mender, what do we do if we use Mender? Let's see what happens. Will the temple repair itself? I just want to see. How does this work? Come on. I mean, we have like 190,000 gold. And a ton of whatchamacallit. Wait, Mender. So query is +1. Do we need to like earn a certain amount in order to repair the temple? Because the thing is, I don't want to like crank this up and then end up having it be to the point where like, I don't know. I think we need mana to do this as well. Query? Interesting. Wait, do we need mana to power the queries? What happens if we do that? just gotta be really careful here. Like, I'm just trying different things and messing around, seeing if something works. So far, the temple has not really repaired itself. I see the quarry are generating matter. That's not the issue. We've got plenty of it stored up. But so far, so good, I guess. Dang, man. I mean, the tower seems cool in concept if you can get it to work, but it just does not seem to actually do what it's advertising it will do. Resist corruption during the next wave. Ooh. Well, that sounds like a really good deal. Yeah, now see, like, this is just ridiculous. I don't know what's going on here. Mints. Why does mana go towards mints? I may need to, like, reread what some of this stuff does. Because I'm clearly not understanding something here. As far as, like, the way it's supposed to work. But here we go. I guess apparently we need more mana. So let's put down some founts next to these spirit wells and keep earning some. Yeah, just be very mindful of the enemies. I may seriously need to start selling some towers to make room for others for quagmires, because I think just buying time for the temple at this point is truthfully the biggest thing that we need right now to keep regenerating those god tier abilities. Our defense is, I don't know, it's hard to tell. It is most assuredly not holding on the right side. Difficult to see. It's doing the same on the left. I really don't know. Yeah, I just don't think it's doing it. Not without the help of more quagmires. So let's give this a shot. Let's go ahead and put down some more quagmires and see if that makes any kind of a difference. I really don't know. It would also be nice to know if these things stack or not. I don't think they do, but let's see here. This is about like two tiles? Close to 2 tiles range. I'm going to sacrifice this just to put this down here. Yeah, that looks good. And then, like, over here, what the heck did we do over here? I have no idea. It's almost like if you don't have the whole map covered with quagmires, like, the enemy's just going to go vroom vroom. And there's really not much you can do about it. Also, I just like how we have, like, a casual $250,000, like, saved up. Insane. But we'll see. I mean, given enough time, the pyros... I don't know, maybe I've just put down too few. I would have thought 6 in the back here would be enough. Are these things even maxed out? Yeah, they are. Like, what the hell? Well, thank God for the god tier ability for the temple, I guess. Because without it, like, we would most assuredly be dead. I mean, don't get me wrong, the quagmires, they're playing their part. And the pyros, at least early game, were decent, but yeah, late game, they definitely fall off. But giving them things like quagmires definitely helps utility for the defense. But I feel like you could just say that for any tower, to be honest. Especially the rapidly firing basic guns. So, yeah. Oh, uh-oh. We leaked one more life. And the temple has still not repaired itself, which really sucks. However, check this out. We got a snowstorm for this next wave. Oh, dang it. It's not on a boss wave either. We're up to 4 entrances now, by the way. Which, I guess we don't have to worry about one side or the other selling, like, all the defenses. So, damn. That kind of stinks. So, let's see here. Yeah, it does not seem like the quagmire stacks. Those enemies seem to be moving at, like, the same pace, regardless of whether or not they're in range of one or multiple. They're definitely moving so much slower, though. Like, 70% on these faster-moving enemies is, like, an absurd nerve. Gotta love the Quagmire Tower. You know what, as crazy as this is, I wonder if you could beat a level with just spamming the God Temple ability from the, or the God tier nuke from the temple itself, and literally just having Quagmires everywhere. Now, obviously, you're still going to need to build things like gold and mana to keep generating the god tier powers and just building more and more Quagmires, but that would be really super funny if you could just cheese any level by doing that once you get everything maxed out. I'm gonna have to try that sometime. Maybe not this episode, though. I mean, we kind of already are, but we'll see. I have a feeling the Pyros probably have gotten at least a couple kills here and there. It would be nice to kind of see, similar to, like, Bloons Tower Defense 6. If you guys have ever played that game, you could see how many kills a tower gets, no matter what point in the game you're at. It would be kind of cool to see if they could add that sort of feature into this game for the different towers. With certain things, obviously, I could see it, like, not making sense, like the wells or the mints or the quarries. But yeah, crazy. Okay, no damage to the temple in the next wave. Sure, why not? That way we don't really even need to spam the god tier ability, and this will be a good test to see if our defenses can even just hold the line. So let's take a look here. Yeah, some of these enemies, like this one down here, is moving so damn slowly. But then others are just zigzagging straight past it, which is just crazy to me. But damn. Yeah, no, they're breaking through over here. Very much so. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if we weren't spamming the god tier ability, we would be dead. That's already 6 enemies licked through. There's 7. Damn. And the corruption. Look at the corruption just going absolute ham right now. I mean, granted, we need the mana to fight said corruption for absolution, but still. 13 enemies leaked. 14. We're probably going to leak more. Close to the end of this wave. 15. 17. Wow, that just skyrocketed. 18. And with that, ladies and gents, holy crap. And now we get a boss wave. Are you ready to face hatred? All enemies carry corruption. No enemy will drop gold. Okay. Well, if all enemies are gonna carry this stupid thing, then, yeah, I guess that's just that. Now, interestingly enough, it already says that we collected it. I don't recall making an attempt on this level before. Murky business. Perhaps I did. Perhaps I did. Because I don't quite recall having collected this before. Huh. Okay. Well, very interesting. Alright. Yeah, honestly, just whatever. Just give me anything at this point. Okay. So, with that being said, let's go ahead here and put down some mortars. Just yoink. Isn't that yoinky spoinky? Okay. What side's gonna need defense more? It seems like the left side's definitely struggling. So let's go ahead and just upgrade the range. Honestly, we could probably afford to max out so many towers right now and just not give a crap. But we'll see. I mean, again, this might work to our detriment, just simply because. I don't know. Although the Quagmires are definitely starting to go up in price. Holy crap. $83,000 for another one right now. It's still worth it. We'll just keep buying ourselves some more towers. Yeah, see, now we're getting into the realm of absurd costs. Almost $188,000. That's, yeah, that's just a little wee bit of money right there. But I have a feeling, you know what, if we put one more, like, right here, and then we add some more pyro towers. Yeah, because with enemies this fast, you really can't afford to go with basic guns at this point in the game. They're just that. They're just basic towers. And I figure if you could start off with something higher quality, then why not do that? Oh, whoa. Well, you know what? Good thing we put, more pyros down. Because all the enemies have 2 times shields. Well, hot damn. Of course, the game would just have us waste all of our money over here, and then we would end up, wasting it. See, like, I knew that was gonna happen. Okay, we can kind of afford to speed things up now, because Yeah, this is just simply a matter of spamming the temple ability, and we should be good to go. But on the bright side, we do have another piece of hope in our possession. Anytime the temple would like to fire, that would be great by me. Yeah, this is just not... this is not repairing the temple. I don't know if this is a bug or what. Because I do know the game just recently went to a new version. I had to update it just before the start of this video, so that was nice. Thanks to the developers on their hard work for that. I like how the mortars are just firing at all these rapid moving enemies and they're just not hitting anything. Lol. But so far so good. We are on wave 24. Doing very nice. Doing very nicely. In any case, I hope you guys are doing well. Like I said, not much is really new with me. I'm still on a hunt for a job, but hopefully something will turn up soon. Just can never seem to find something in life that I'm happy about working. But admittedly, hunting for any job, no matter what career that you go into, I mean, obviously every job's gonna have like its ups and downs, but with me at least, I have at least a number of years worth of experience working in various industries, but that's just it. It's just a hodgepodge of a experience. It's nothing really like concentrated into one major group, but the problem is, if I want to go back to school, that's going to cost money, and that's just money I don't have right now. Now, granted, I could apply to get like, you know, scholarships because of my income situation, but I just don't know if they're going to say, well, that's still going to require like a certain grade point average. Like, I graduated high school pretty well, all things considered. Like, I really did not try in school. I could have done a lot better if I desired to. And that is one thing I will just say. If you guys choose to apply yourselves and do well in school, then yes, you will most assuredly be rewarded for it. So, you know, when your parents say something like, oh, you need to try harder in school or whatever, I mean, they're not kidding, because I'm a real-life proof example of what happens when you don't do that. You just end up either not with experience concentrated enough in, like, one area, like a major or something, and then you end up paying for the price for it, which is basically you just can't really seem to retain work anywhere. And that's frustrating, you know, because I have an idea of what my dream job would be. You know, I'd like to go into game development, but unfortunately, that's kind of a pipe dream at the moment. And I can't really seem to figure out how to make the jump from point A to point B and just getting there. Because I know nothing about game development. I have a limited understanding of coding. I actually used to be a junior programmer for about roughly 2.5, almost 3 years. But, you know, I'd like to make my own game eventually someday, but I don't know if I'll ever actually realize that at this point, given my current situation. But we'll see. Anything is truthfully possible. Okay, is this thing gonna die? Damn, he just does not want to go. Either way, GG. We ended up winning, beating the level. All these levels seem to take around roughly half an hour, even if you leave the damn game on, like, close to double or triple speed. It's kind of crazy how that works out. Like, even if I swap speeds, these episodes always just end up taking roughly half an hour. Not that I'm complaining, it's good. It's good for content. Wow, I'm amazed we got that much surplus mana at the end there, considering that most of the time we didn't even see it throughout the damn level. Earn extra faith. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, no, if I whiff my shot on this... Wait, whoa! Okay, I didn't realize matter was going to be part of this. That is a lot of extra bricks. Now, come on. I have to be able to hit more than, like, 2 here. Come on. Like we got to be able to get something good here. Come on. You just... What is this aiming sequence? Ooh. Ooh, there we go. Okay. We got a decent chunk right there. An extra 8. 8 faith. 37 faith. Earn 5 extra faith after victory. Bounce balancer. Oh, so I just got an achievement. That's very cool. I like that. That's very cool. Okay. So with that, ladies and gents, that's about going to wrap it up for the end of today's episode. We're going to save our resources here, see if we can upgrade or unlock anything new in the next episode. But in any case, ladies and gents, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your guys' day, weekend, whatever. I keep forgetting what day of the week it is. What day of the week is it even anyways? I don't know. But either way, ladies and gents, enjoy yourselves. I'll hopefully see you guys all in the next YouTube video or live stream. This is Pollux the Wise saying peace out.